Dear students of HSC first and second year and others who are interested to learn English grammar from basic, welcome to my today's class on a different topic, though from transformation of sentences. Today's topic is change of voice. I am Biplab Ranjan Saha, Associate Professor, Department of English, Dhaka Mohanagar Mohila College, is going to take the class today. Dear students, as per the topic transformation of sentence, the next important topic is change of voice, which means বাচ্য পরিবর্তন in Bangla. I know you are studying this topic from your childhood, maybe from class 6 or 7. Even then, you think you don't understand the topic quite clearly. Even most of you cannot define voice or why would we learn this voice change. Let's think, what is voice? Voice কাকে বলে? Actually, voice is a way of expression both in spoken and written English, where the subject of the sentence is either active or passive. That means if the subject of the sentence does the work himself or itself, then the subject is active. But if the subject is not capable of doing the action expressed by the verb, then the sentence becomes passive. From this perspective, we can divide sentences as per voice into two types. One is active voice, a sentence in which the subject is active, and the other is passive voice, a sentence in which the subject is inactive or passive. Let us clarify the thing with two examples. Example 1, people all over the world play football. Means সারা পৃথিবীর মানুষ ফুটবল খেলে. In this sentence, you see the subject is people all over the world. The subject is people all over the world. Yes, the subject is a long one, no problem. you can understand it when you completely listen to my lectures. The upcoming lectures will also help you to learn to understand this. So the subject is people all over the world and the verb is play. Now you see, in this sentence, the subject, people all over the world, themselves play. They are capable of doing the action expressed by the verb. For this reason, this sentence is called an example of active voice. An example 2, you see, football is played all over the world. Very interestingly, you will notice almost all the words are the same in both the examples. But the presentation has changed. In this sentence, we are not finding the word people. And we see a new word is used, is here. This much change we find as per the use of words in a sentence. Everything almost, you are getting football, yes, it is here. Play, it is here. All over the world is here. But there is no people. And the position of the word football has changed. In the first example, football was the object of the verb, and in this sentence, football is the subject of the sentence. Now, you just think, can football itself play? No. I think you quite understand that football has no ability to play. Rather, people have. People can play, but football itself can't play. Even then, it has become the subject of the sentence. So, there is no other alternative but to be passive because of its incapability. It's not capable of doing the work. For this reason, this sentence is passive. Now, come to another point. One thing we must remember, that the question of voice is related to a particular type of verbs in English. And that type of verb is called action verb or do verb. And do verb, you know, has become diversive. Do, go, eat, play, write, read. All are action verbs. All these indicate doing something. So, both active and passive center around action verbs. For this reason, it is told that be verb, I repeat, be, am, is, are, was, were, been, being. These are basically passive verbs. And do verbs go, eat, play, write, read. These are basically active verbs. So, if the main verb of any sentence is be verb, the sentence will be always passive and you can transform it into active sentence. On the other hand, if the main verb of a sentence is an action verb, then two things may happen. One is either the sentence will always remain active, it cannot be transformed into passive, and in some cases the sentence may be expressed both in active and passive forms. Yes, here we divide the action verbs into two types. One is called transitive. Transitive means সকর্মক transitive verb. The verbs which can contain an object. And intransitive verb means অকর্মক, the verbs which cannot contain any object of itself or themselves. For this reason, if the verb of a sentence is transitive, then the sentence may be expressed both in active and passive voices. But if the main verb, action verb, is intransitive, then the sentence can only be expressed in active form. It cannot be transformed into passive. Let us take two examples. Example 1. I read English regularly. Here in this sentence you see I is the subject and the main verb read is a transitive verb and its object is English. This sentence is in active voice because the subject of the sentence I do the work, the subject himself does the work of reading. And this can also be expressed in passive. So the passive sentence would be English is read regularly by me. But notice in example 2, I go to college regularly. In this sentence, the main verb go is an intransitive one, and for that reason, the sentence is always be active. It can never be expressed in passive voice. So students, this much for today. I will discuss why do we use a sentence in active or passive. How can we change an active sentence into passive or a passive sentence into active? These rules will be discussed in my next classes. I hope you have enjoyed the class. If so, never forget to press the like button and add your roll number in the comment box, because roll numbers will be counted as your attendance, and your exams are coming very soon. Take preparation, get ready for them, and be in studies. This time is very boring time we are passing. We should find out some more activities for our pleasure, for our interest, and I think studies can be the best option to follow. Sometimes the most irritating thing may become very interesting through changing your process of thinking. I hope you are being interested in studies. Follow our classes, enjoy the classes, try to understand the classes, ask us questions, ask me questions. If you have, I will answer. I commit to you to answer any single question you ask me. Since it's the class for voice change, the introductory part, I am not going to give you any work, home task to do. From the next class, you will have home tasks. Please work for the institution, for your beloved college, our beloved college, Dhaka Mahanagar Mohila College, spreads its reputation to the society as a vanguard, as an ambassador of the college. Thanks a lot.